You are welcome once again to the class of EDU 305 Practical in Science Teaching, Mathematics option. In this presentation, we want to demonstrate the use of some instructional materials that pertain to some mathematical concepts. We consider calculating device and some other instrument that you can use to teach your student. At the end of this presentation, you're able to show how they can practicalize building shapes from the use of geoboard, and also how they can experiment probability. So let's start with this simple device, calculating device, which we call abacus. The purpose of abacus as a calculating device is to help learners to locate place value of numbers. For example, this is the unit. The first line here is for unit values, tens value, 100 value, 1000 value, and so on. Each of these rows has 10 counter or bits. So if you want to illustrate and show, for instance, 204, 100 is here, 204. Can you see? This is 200. No 10 and 4 units. So this is the unit. Any bit here is for unit value, and the figure here is for tens value, is in tens, and the third one, the figure there is in hundreds, whereas in the fourth line the figure there is in thousand. For instance, here if I have 2 on the unit line, 2 on the tens line, 2 on the 100 line, 2 in the 1000 line, the value of 2 here is different from the value of 2 here. This one is just 2 units. The 2 here is 2 units, whereas the 2 here is 20, because it is in tens, and whereas the 2 here is 200. For here we have 1000, so 2000. So that is how you make use of abacus. Yes, I have here a geoboard. It's meant for the teaching of plane shapes, to aid you in the teaching of plane shapes. All you need is a rubber band. Each of the cells where you have nail here is 1 square centimeter. So already I have here a triangle. Look at it, a triangle. Now I want to demonstrate a kite here. A kite. Yes, this is a kite. This is a kite. Now I want a rectangle this time. A rectangle. This is a rectangle. Now I want to show parallelogram. Parallelogram. It's okay. Yes, this is a parallelogram. So You call your student in turn to come and demonstrate these things based on how many centimeter you want. For instance, this one, how many centimeter is the breadth of this rectangle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 centimeter. What's the length? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see that. You can make square and so on. So you call your student, come and demonstrate to me a shape that is this and that dimension. So thank you very much. Now, we move on to another calculating device. You have heard of probability before, and you know, probability is just telling us about chance of an event happening. An event happening. You base an event happening on some assumption and some information if you that you have got in the tips of your hand. For instance, if it has been raining on every first day of the week, you may say that in almost every first week. So you can always say that definitely coming week, first day is going to rain, something like that. So, but however, we have what you call experimental probability, and the one that is non-experimental. The one we do in our classroom is non-experimental. But in the real sense of it, there's experimental one. However, we base everything on assumption that this event can happen. When you talk of probability, it's simply defined as a total number of possible outcome all over number of total number of an event in an experiment all over total number of possible outcome. For instance, I have some beads here. Bead here, look at it. How many reds do I have? Count them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 beads. How many green? We have to take note of them. Red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6. Black. 3. Yellow. 1, 2, 3, 5. And green. Green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Now, these are the numbers that I have. How many are they all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. Okay. 20. I have 20 here. Now, let's check. That's 9. That's 9. That's 5, 14, 20. Yeah, it's all right. Now, if I want to pick any bead unbiased, I will not bias because number one, they have the same shape, and I will not look at it before I pick, or call any of them to come and pick. You will not say what's the probability of an individual picking a grain. So take it. See, it's picking yellow. Can you see? It's picking a yellow. Put it back. Probably of picking a green. That's what you are looking for. Good enough. This time it's picking a green. However, what happens is that by calculation, we take the event is probably of picking a green. So P for probably for green. We consider the number of green here. So green has the chance of being picked 6. 6 chances out of 20 chances. So that means 6 all over the sum of possible outcome. 6 over 20. 6 over 20. That's the chance of picking a green. The chance of picking a black will be what? Probability of picking a black bead is going to be, how many blacks are there? We have 3. So 3 over 20. So you call your students to come and pick whatever number you want them to pick. They use it for a play. And like that, they are learning concept of probability. So thank you very much. See you in next lesson.